can, for example, what brings you joy? What is the excitement of your life? Some people are having some 9-to-5 job. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know about you, those people sometimes are very miserable at that job. If they're miserable, then everybody else around them is also miserable, right? So it takes guts for the leadership of that corporation to make sure that that person finds their purpose within the corporation. And how do you do that? As the leader of the organization, you find your vision, your values, and you transmit that to the person that is gonna come and work for you. And some team members are gonna gel and fit in, but as long as you have that value, the culture of your business is grown by your employees, okay? And then your employees will tell you, and this is good. I mean, I know that before you used to have this when you start in a business, it was the interview with the person that you were going to work with, but nobody else. But now there's a team members that come and interview people, okay? And we need to actually take the same information as a small business owners and do the same. But you, as the biggest commodity of your business, have to be clear about your mindset, who you are, who is your purpose, what is your purpose, what are your values, what will you stand for, and what will you not stand for. That doesn't mean also that you have to be perfect at everything. Trust me, if you try to do everything, it's not going to happen. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not good at the number. I'm good at the sales. Sales, you know, if you tell me this is the numbers for sales, I'm good at that. I'm good at that. But what I'm not good at the numbers is the part of the minutia. Minutia is something that I don't do very well. So projections, Excel is my nemesis. You will see it if you read my book. Excel is my nemesis. We had a very nasty divorce about 10 years ago, and we haven't made up, and I'm not going to make up with the guy. But I get to attract people that love Excel. Oh my God, my daughter loves Excel. Alexis loves Excel. And I'm like trying to, okay. So my business coach understands that I just do not like Excel. He does things in Excel and charges and turns it into PDF just to give them to me so I can understand it. Because the moment I see those little lines of Excel, I get PTSD from that. Okay? Nasty divorce. Turn your passion into profit. We talk about that. Focus on the purpose. So I want to share this story because my business just boomed. So I help people with their Medicare options, but at the very beginning, it was just me, okay? And after the pandemic, a lot of doctors' offices that I had relationships for a very long time were calling me constantly. You have to help this person. You have to help this person. So here I am. I'm driving to Pinellas. I'm driving to Hernando. I'm driving to, oh my God, Sarasota, Citrus County. And I'm like, I don't want to drive that much. I need to learn how to duplicate myself. And I don't know about you guys, but I haven't found this formula to duplicate myself yet. I haven't. However, I realized that if I attract the right team that will have the same values as I do, I can actually clone all this 20 years of information into them, allow them to be themselves, their unique selves, and they are going to be servicing those communities that honestly I can't make myself duplicate to go serve them, right? So my business coach and I came with, we're raising the next generation of insurance leaders with a servant heart. Because I have been successful in this business by serving others, okay? And I did not do any recruiting or anything. People were coming out of the woodworks. I'm a servant leader, Rosie. I serve at my church. I serve at my kids' school. I serve a lot of people. And now they have, for example, some of them might do real estate, and they were looking into Medicare. They just didn't have who to help them. I can do that. I had people that had property and casualty, but they realized that the Medicare arena was something that they were wanting to get into. So now it's very easy for understand because everywhere I go, I said, if you're a servant leader and you want to fire your boss or fire your 9 to 5, let's have a talk, okay? So awesome. And use pen and paper, write freely, ignore doubts, and dream, dream, dream big. Okay? This is one of those things, the biggest limitations is the one that we put ourselves. All right? So give yourself a favor, take your limitations off, and dream big, 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 big. Because if you don't make it, if you want to make it to the moon, but if you're going to make it to the sun, but you make it to the moon, you've been farther than somebody else has been. Okay? So awesome. Tip number 2. We got it? Okay. Make your priorities known. Why it matters, what to do, and how to do it. One of the things that happens is people get busy doing nothing. And then at the end of the day, you're questioning yourself, but I'm busy. But the things that not produce the results that you want. And that's usually, I'll share the story again, I'm a perfect example. For 17 years, I had tactics in my business with no strategy. But nobody, and I work with many professionals that were helping me to figure out why I didn't have clarity in my business. And it was because I had all these tactics that people can say, Rosie, you need a website. Rosie, you need a book. Rosie, you need this. And I will run and do it. I will run all these things. But nothing had the strategy. So when we put the strategy together, boom, my business grew. So I can tell you that from 23 to 24, the first quarter, my business grew 600%. 600%. Just to have a strategy. I didn't change the tactics. The tactics were the same, but the strategy kept me focused. And I was gonna be, this is what I'm gonna do. So if I'm not talking to a servant leader that's gonna come and join my team, or I don't have a strategic partnership presentation with somebody that is gonna help my team, then really I'm not going. Those are my 2, what they call it, I don't know if you guys, this system, entrepreneur, EOS they call it, entrepreneur operation system. You know, if you guys know about that, you have your rocks. My rocks are that. My rocks is building the relationships to get my teams to be able to take care of those relationships, okay? Define your values and long-term vision, then align daily actions with them, okay? The biggest thing sometimes is if you don't have the clarity of your purpose, your why. A lot of people tell you what's your why, right? But I think a lot of people they don't have the clarity of that, okay? Especially in a business when you're starting. And that's the soul searching part that you have to do yourself as a business owner, because your mindset is what's gonna help you clear that why. Okay? Because sometimes you gotta go to find out what is your subconscious telling you you can or cannot do. Or if you say, I'm gonna do this, your subconscious says, no, you're not. There's something there that you have to kind of, so it's very important that you work on yourself. When Alexis did her podcast, I shared with her, I have become obsessed with personal development. Personal development is like the discovery card, priceless.